League. Today we are doing Division 8, Season 4, race number 2. This race will be taking place in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, thank you. Good to be back again for round number 2. After we had a quite exciting first race, I would say. The drivers are already in the flow of qualifying around this street circuit, which is one of the more difficult street circuits, as I would say, because it's very fast. After Jeddah, I think the second fastest street circuit on the Formula 1 calendar. And we've got the tightest section in the Formula 1 calendar as well. It's through the castle section, only 7 meters wide, the section. We've got HCR Marquez, the race winner of the first Grand Prix, on provisional pole with 138.9, with HID from Division 9 as a reserve driver today in P2 at the moment.
Yeah, this street circuit is definitely an interesting one. We've had a lot of moments happen throughout the years ever since this track made its debut. One well-known example is in 2017, where at the last lap on the straightaway, Lance Stroll was overtaken by Valtteri Bottas at the last second.
It was just so dramatic. And I think actually, to be honest, every race except the first race, which was won by Nico Rosberg, every race after was so interesting. I mean, the first race was really boring, and then all the races after that until this season was just so fantastic. So much drama, action. We had Max Verstappen retiring in last season, and of course Hamilton going straight through the exits.
Yeah. That's definitely an interesting moment here. And so now we have our top 10 for the grid, which as follows. HCL Marquez currently leads on provisional pole position, and then it's Ide, then Sweeros, Evil Chris, Larzim, Daniel, Striker, The Walkers, Stretch Artiste, and Sazon Pat.
Yeah, interesting, the tire choice as well. I think I actually saw some people on a medium tire, which shouldn't be the preferred tire, to be honest, on this track, but it can be a very good race tire as well. So let's see.
We've got
Lazium actually doing a very good lap time on a medium tire, a 139.5 P5 at the moment. That could be an advantage for him, because he could aim the one-stop strategy. I mean, we do have a lot of safety cars in this track, more or less, but it is an option.
Currently we've got 2 drivers on the medium compound tires. Mr. Chris Naysang is going into the pits now.
Yeah, I think the first driver on another fast lap will be McLaren. Let's just see both McLarens just behind each other. Bat Mado in front of Toxic Planet. Both drivers in the soft tire. And at the moment without a set lap time, so it will be very important for them to actually improve.
We're now right on board with Bat Mado. He's absolutely giving it everything.
Yeah.
He's got DRS enabled.
Top speed around 330 kilometers per hour, and actually already was on a fast lap, such as Toxic Planet, and he's doing only
Toxic Planet does a 145.
Probably was a fast lap, and then he probably made a mistake, and then now he's going on to another fast lap. But Pat Mado pushing him up to P2, so really good. from him. Next one up is Pat. Oh no, actually he validated. And we've got a new driver here today as well. A new full-time driver for the AlphaTauri team, which is URL Cool Baseball. Sorry for that, Cool Baseball.
Yeah, I'd pronounce it as Coal Baseball.
Yeah, and he will be driving the AlphaTauri until the end of the season, which is great to hear, of course.
Which reminds me, today was the reveal of the new AlphaTauri.
Oh yeah! Actually, it's really fitting.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures and it's a really interesting car. I like this livery. It's actually
Yeah,
all the 2022 cars that I've seen, they've been looking pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's like no real difference except of sponsors from this livery to the, of course, the 2021 livery. However, they use a matte color, like a matte foil, which looks so great. And we've got Toxic Planet in P3, so he improved, and Cool Baseball pitting, because I think he made a mistake in the last sector. So next one up is Kiko in the Alfa Romeo, and just behind him is an Alpine. So we'll just see which Alpine that actually is. Stretch Artiste.
That Alpine is Stretch Artiste, and then as Kiko crosses the line, yeah, as Kiko is about to cross the line, let's see what he can do to improve that lap time. Can he improve it?
Whoa.
He goes on provisional pole. Absolutely impressive.
Yeah. So now Stretch Artiste in the Alpine. He jumps up. Oh no! Actually
nope,
stays
in P12.
Oh, his teammate is going really fast. Is that a front row for him?
Yes, it is.
138.8.
Larziem is on P2.
And so close. Only 19 thousandths of a second behind pole position.
But HCL Marcus comes in and takes pole position from Kiko.
But that's actually quite good lap. So 3.5 temps in front of Kiko, but still very close to the grid. Next one up is a Red Bull driver, Striker and the Walker. Both are on a medium tire, so Walker will come first. He pits. Striker goes over start finish straight, doing, oh no, actually being slower.
Next up is a Mercedes of Kaczysova, also goes in his pits. Unfortunately, he had an invalidated lap time.
So I think the next fast driver, so the Haas is slow, then there's an Alpine which is slow, Alfa Romeo is slow. There's an no, Aston Martin is slow as well. Very difficult to actually find a fast driver.
Yeah, I understand the struggle that some of these drivers may have when going through street circuits, because to be fair, street circuits are definitely not my favorite types of tracks. Jeddah is pretty much the only exception because I love how fast that street circuit is.
So Daniel is fast, however Daniel isn't faster at the moment in comparison to his P6 time, which was 1:39.2. But I know he doesn't improve. He weaves around. We've got Striker, who isn't fast, and behind him Alexis Beast, who isn't fast as well. Now we've got 3 boss retiring from the session, and where is he? He's in the castle section. He retired in the castle section during the Charles Leclerc.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That castle section is always a problem.
Yeah, and it will be in the race, especially drivers need to concentrate. I think it's, what is it, 27 laps?
It's like 27 or 26 laps.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. so 26 times or 27 times going around the castle section, every time taking a breath, big breath, not crashing. And we've got TTV in the other horse car going through that same castle section now, and I think he's improving.
While Evil Chris is on an out lap, Southern Pat is on a hot lap, and he improves his lap time a little bit. He gets to P11. Not sure if that was where he stayed or not.
And Haska goes behind his teammate into P9. And then we've got, what is it? Is that an Aston Martin? No, it can't be. That's Yuji. Yuji only doing one single flying lap on the medium tire. That's interesting.
Interesting choice indeed.
Yeah.
Riding on board with him right now. He's absolutely giving it everything on that straightaway. And if you're just tuning in right now, we're just about to reach, I'd say, like, the final minute of qualifying.
Yeah. And look at the train of cars in Sector 2. They're all trying to go in another flying lap. They need to leave the space. And I'm riding on with Cole at the moment. He's in the end of Sector 2 now, going through or over the yeah.
I don't know what these corners are. I sometimes forget the names of these corners.
Yeah, there's a nickname for that corner. In German it's Schießschanze, but I have no idea how you translate that into English.
If I knew German, I would. if I was fluent in German, I would tell you the translation, like, if it was appropriate.
Like it's like you're on your skis, winter sports. First of all, Evil Chris going pole position.
Evil Chris going on pole position again. That is very nice.
Yeah. So both Ferraris. Similar to last weekend, to last Monday, pardon, it's both Ferraris on top, and now we have a Mercedes on an out lap. Still some cars in the pits, and Toxic Planet, probably the next driver who improves.
Currently on that long straightaway.
Ooh
no! Southern Pat gets a 5-place grid penalty. Toxic Planet improves his lap time a little bit.
Yeah, goes in front of the teammate. You know what it is? Because I think Yuji was a bit too early on the bit too early. He was probably too safe on the brakes, and I think Southern Pat just ran into him when they entered the pits. I think that is what happened.
That might have been what happened. I mean, it said so severe collision.
Yeah. So it will be unfortunate for him because he's P13 at the moment. Probably will be P18 at least, if not even P19, P20. Because he can't do another lap time anymore. Qualifying session is finished. So drivers who started the lap time can finish them now.
Jeffrey Loff and the Aston Martin going through that straightaway. Gets DRS. Is he going to be able to improve his lap time? I think he did.
And which driver are you?
Jeffrey Loff.
Jeffrey. Yeah. I think Jeffrey Loff is already done. On my end.
Next up
Kiko
is Sorry.
Is Kiko? Yeah, no problem. Kiko, and I think it's Lazium behind him, and
Lazium's on pole position.
So we have both Red Bulls coming after now. Steiger goes P12, and the Walker's P6. Actually, which position was the Walker's last race? He was second, I think. The Walker's finished second. Now we have Marcus. Marcus pitting. His lap wasn't good enough. He only stays P3, his teammate is slow, and then we have both McLarens. But Mado getting a slipstream. I know both McLarens are slow. Both McLarens are slow.
And they're coming into the pits right now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna text Ketchum Silver because he, I think, has more time on the board. So we let him finish this lap, but then he needs to stop racing because otherwise it's unfair to the other drivers. But at least the Mercedes driver will get an entire lap just with him.
Yeah, I was actually practicing on this track a little bit on my own time, and I can say, yeah, Castle Section is definitely one of the. It's. I don't know if words can describe how I feel about that Castle Section because it's definitely one that's a challenge for me at least.
Yeah, it's absolutely a challenge, especially if you see some rain in the race. Then it will be very interesting to see how the setups are from drivers and how they will perform. Catcher Silver just done a 40.5, so
He slightly improved his lap time.
yeah. I hope he reaches because I'm just gonna message him over PSN. I know.
So now
He saw the message.
the grid is as follows. We've got Larzia on pole in the Alpine. Then we got the two Ferraris of Evil Chris and Marcus in the Ferraris. Next is Kiko, and then it's EDA. Then the Walkers. Then Jeffrey Love, Toxic Planet, Bat Matto, and Daniel, which completes the top 10. And then at the bottom, we've got Sweeros, Mr. Chris, Striker, Cole Baseball, Sozon Pat, Cacho Silva, Stretch Artise, Alexis Beast, and then Yuji and Tarlio.
Yeah, so Talia had a disconnect. He won't be participating in the race. Sosan Pat has a 5 good place penalty, so he will start last, which is really unfortunate for him because he qualified P15. And very interesting, Lazium having a horrifying race last Monday, putting it on pole position in front of the two Ferraris, who, in my opinion, were the main favorites today, especially Marcus.
Yeah, both Ferraris are giving it absolutely everything so far. We've seen it
Yeah.
happen last week, and we're definitely seeing it today as well.
Yeah. Interesting as well, since weather-wise, it seems like it's gonna be dry. A bit cloudy here and there, but shouldn't be a problem. And all drivers in the top 10 are similar to what we've seen in Bahrain on soft tires. So of course it's very difficult to put in a lap time on mediums, which is competitive enough to start inside the top 10. And now the race will be underway in a moment.
And if you're just tuning in, we just
And
finished qualifying. Now we are about to start the race.
yeah, I just really hope everything goes well. But it should be. So now we see, or we will see the drivers on the formation lap in just a bit. Yeah, there they are.
On your screen right now, you will see the predicted pit stop strategy.
Already. So what does it tell for you? What does it say for you?
The lap just started.
Strategy?
The race has started. It said, on one hand, it said a two-stop strategy with a soft and medium, and on the bottom, it said soft hard.
Okay.
And it's funny, I thought the race just started, but then I realized we're doing the formation lap, 'cause it said lap 0 of 26. My bad.
So good they have the formation lap. Yeah. Imagine they would start the race now for the formation lap with cold tires. And, no. So I can already say that in advance, the hard tire is absolutely freaking out, so you shouldn't choose the hard tire because you need the grip of the tire, which is of course provided by the soft and medium tire, since you need to accelerate quite a lot, so the rear tires will be more like more used than the fronts, as it is on most street circuits. And I think the top 11 are starting on soft tires, yes, that's correct, as well as Catcher Silver and of course the Ghost of Talio in that case. And everybody else outside the top 10, so 7 drivers in total, are on the medium tire.
Definitely interesting choice here.
Yeah, we've got Daniel and 3 Ross with cold tires for the start now, since both disconnected. Both were disqualified for information lap because they probably touched each other. But I'm really interested to see how Kiko actually performs, because I haven't seen anything of him in the first race, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing
A
anything
bit,
either.
yeah, a bit disappointed with both McLarens, but their race pace seemed to be better in Bahrain as well than the qualifying pace. So P8 and P9 for the two brothers, and they will hope to perform better. And Jeffrey Love, as well as its dear reserve drivers, doing a great job. P5 and P7, and I think the Walkers will try to improve as well, since he was second in the first race and tries to get another podium here today. So drivers getting into their starting positions. We got Alexis Beast. Do you see the same with Alexis Beast, that he's actually standing right in the middle of the straight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there might be a lucky bug. So I think the best thing to do would be, I'm gonna make a photo of the starting grid, and we're just gonna make a new accept, and we're just gonna make a new lobby. That's the
Okay.
easiest for all drivers.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.